Hey everybody, thanks for coming back and checking us out on YouTube. We've got a brand new video for you today. We just spent a good chunk of a whole day, about 9 hours, doing a cutout on a house, one of our customers in Greenville, North Carolina. We took a bunch of footage of it. We wanted to share it with you, show you kind of what we did, how we used the bee vacuum, deconstruction process. The video or the hive was actually in the roof above a bay window. So we had to remove the shingles, remove the subsheathing, remove the flashing to access the hive. And we showed the hive itself actually was attached to the underside of the plywood sheathing that made up the roof. And most of it actually fell into the cavity in the house, in the roof, while we were trying to get it out. But even still, there was a ton of comb left. We ended up getting about 40 pounds, 30 pounds of honey out of this hive. It was a really big hive, spring swarm that had moved in, according to the customer, around April, and called us out and have it done. We located the queen. We cut out every single piece of comb, all the eggs, and everything else. Figured we'd show you guys some clips from it. Hope you enjoy it. Please, if you're not subscribed to us, make sure you click the subscribe button and like this video, and make sure you hit that notification bell. We do a free product giveaway every month, totally free giveaway, some beekeeping equipment to you, our YouTube subscribers, and just as a way to say thank you. So come on, let's check out some of this footage and show you how we did this cutout. Alright, so what we've done here, guys, is I've exposed just enough of that plywood sheathing to look up inside here into this roof space, this dead space. You can see a ton of brand new white comb. I see no eggs on it whatsoever. We know that's absolutely not going to be what we're after. We want to find eggs and larvae and get all the brood comb out so that they can't just rebuild from this. Yeah, let's keep digging. All right, here we are to cut out in Greenville, North Carolina. It's up in a eave above a window. We've taken all the shingles off, sheathing and everything else, and exposed them. I'll show you guys what it looks like. And I'll go up there in a minute and get some better pictures for you. But the hive is hanging from the underside of the plywood here. So we're going to start vacuuming them up. Cutting out some comb, looking for the queen, vacuuming up bees. We ain't even got to the good part yet. Up there in the hive, this is all just little. Alright, as you can see, we've got the sheath of plywood off of the roof section where we're working, and I'm just continuing to cut out individual pieces of comb. If you look at the stripes there on the wood where we've cut it, you can see probably 8 or 10 individual pieces of comb. They're about 24 inches long or so, glued to the underside of that. And there's still a lot of comb left up in there as well that were in another space. But a lot of that comb got knocked off actually when we pulled the plywood sheathing off. And there I am getting that last piece off right there. Just making sure to get every egg, every larva, everything out of the hive that the bees could possibly use to make a new queen from, and we were lucky to be able to find the queen in this. She was a nice queen, really large queen. Was spotted her right away as we were picking up the last 2 or 3 pieces of comb from that space up there that you're seeing right now. We're just going to continue to clean this up, vacuum up as many bees as we can in my bee vacuum. And if you're interested in a bee vacuum, please send me a message. Be more than happy to tell you about ours, and may even do a how-to video at one point on how to build that. So let's get to the next piece of footage. Alright, what you guys are seeing here is the bee vacuum there, and I'll highlight it for you. It's one that I manufacture. It's made from 2 short boxes and a standard deep hive body, so that you can just take the vacuum portions off after you're done, and they are all in a hive with frames. So just going to get it set up here on the ladder so we've got enough hose to reach up there before we start doing the vacuuming. And yeah, that's what we're doing here. So we'll check out some vacuuming up in the inside there in just a second. Alright, on this video here you can see that I'm climbing the ladder, and I'm just going to start suctioning some bees up, but more it's just a test for to see how much suction the vacuum has. Just as a word of caution, you want to have a valve in your bee vac that allows you to adjust the suction on your vacuum. I'm using a 6 horsepower, I believe, shop vac here, and you really want just enough suction on your vacuum that it doesn't rip them off what they're doing. It more if you slide the vacuum under them, they kind of just can't fly away from it, but they don't get sucked in really hard. It's super important, because if your ventilation valve is not correct, and you've got just a ton of suction going on, you are going to have all of the bees in the box, but every one of them are going to be dead, and that's no good. So if you get this box from me or use a box like it, make sure to start off with your valve is completely open, and that'll save you a lot of bees. If you need to adjust it to get more suction, that's great, but start off on that really low end of suction. I leave my valve all the way open, do a couple test runs, close it just a touch at a time until I get it right, and that's what I'm doing. Go ahead and give you guys a look. And just gently move. Yeah, you don't want to like squish them, just kind of like this, watch. And keep it flat to the wood. Just enough to letting it more knock them loose than we are sucking them in. There you go. Get everything, don't worry about the comb, because we don't want to suck honey into the tube. And we need to keep an eye out for that queen too, so try to find her if we can. You got to find this queen. No telling where she's at. A bunch of honey. Just making sure we got no queen on there. That's 50 pounds of honey in here. Let me see this giant comb that fell. That's all brood comb. Don't suck off anything off of it yet. Well, one got me.
Got you?
Yeah, one got me.
I was just about to say careful because I can tell it.
Yeah, he got me a little bit right in the side of my finger. What'd you want to do that for? I'm just looking for the queen. Still don't see her. She's gonna be down in there somewhere, son, so let's be careful until we find her. If we find her. She hadn't run off behind the wall somewhere. She's definitely not on here.
There's a lot of that stuff. I mean, there's plenty more of that fruit. But like, they have a whole big hive underneath it.
Yeah, I know.
They have a whole thing growing up underneath it.
Alright, watch yourself. Here, son. Suck these off. Right here. Okay. You see? That's what I've cut out so far. All right, let's get some suction on those guys, huh? All right, let's get some more of this. Excuse me, dude. Oh, up here. Yeah, let's get them out of there. We're making progress.
Yeah.
Alright, let me see if I can get some of this here cut out. The old GoPro. It's going to be covered in honey. The problem is this goes like way up inside there. All this comb is up in here, the honeycomb.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's all that's in there is honey and not brood. I think it's all honey because I don't see any brood stored in any of it right there. But let's hope. Let's hope. Because if we miss one egg, that's all they need. And there's some cap brood right there. Yep. Let's get them all. Oh, there's a bunch of bees hiding behind it. All right. Let me get all this out right here. Almost got it all out of there.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Okay, it looks like most of them are congregated over here, so give me that. Over here, guys. Over here. What a cutout. What a cutout. Come here, girls.
You got some hanging down here too.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Hold that. Just keep sucking them from the ones that are coming in. I'm going to keep cutting out this comb so they got nothing left to work with at all. About got them all. There's a big cluster right up in here, son. You want to grab those back up in that corner there? Hand me that bucket, I'll go ahead and take it down.
Got it.
Yep. Hey son, would you hand me the smoker? Just walk it down to me. There you go. All right, so we got our queen. She's right here, big old pretty queen. She's fairly large, to be honest, and dark colored.
Yeah.
Pretty queen. So they're all attending to her. We're gonna see if we can't get her back in the box here with the bees that we captured. So let's see if we can get that done. How many bees made it into here? Probably, hopefully not too many. Nope, those all. Yeah, they all just came in. All right, come here. You hear them fanning? That's you're okay probably to come over and look if you want to. There's so many bees in there you can't see the wood frames. And they're looking for their queen, so we're going to try to get her in there if we can. Oh, she can't fly in the condition she's in. She's too swole up with eggs. But we don't want her to. We also want to make sure that she's. All right. I don't need you guys. Where's my bee brush?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, girl. Excuse me.
Crawl out.
See if we can't get her to go out on our own. Okay. She went out. She's in there somewhere. But she's definitely not out there. Nope. Definitely not. So she crawled down in the box. Hand me a smoke, son. Make sure she's not up on top. Definitely not. She can't fly. She's too swole up with eggs. Way too swole up.
Some of them are dark. Some of them are dark looking, like she was.
Okay. Queen on the outside of the box. Nope. Yeah, take this in the front. Nah, she's definitely crawled down in there. So she's good. We're good. All right, man. All right, so customer is going to have a contractor out here tomorrow to quote putting back up the plywood sheathing, putting the shingles back up, and we're going to come back for the customer as well because there's a bunch of field bees out still, of course. Now there's no comb left in there, No eggs, no larvae, and we captured the queen. So we should be good. They've got nothing to build from, and they can't raise another queen. So this hive's going to just peter out. And I also sprayed a bunch of honey bandit up in there to deter them from going back in, which is, you know, kind of working. I can smell it from here. Yeah, we'll come back and we'll let you guys know how this went. Cliff, Funny Bug Bees. That's also Cliff, Funny Bug Bees, my son. So we'll see you in the next video.